Namaste friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, in today's video we are going to make these beautiful hanging triad earrings. Here you can see the bottom component is in the shape of triangle and thus I have named it as hanging triad earrings. Here I have made some more colorways in this earring. Let me just show you the colorways. Here this one I have made in red color. The other one that I have made is in this topaz color. Friends, in today's video, we are going to make this beautiful hanging triad earring in white and pink color. And here you can see that I have used this cute little pearl stud that I have shown you in my previous video as the ear post, and I had promised you that I'll be showing you how you can use it as the ear post for your danglers. So we would be doing this in this video, and now let us see what all material do we need to make this beautiful hanging triad earring. So friends, for making our hanging triad earring, we would first need this pearl stud earring that I had shown you in my previous video. So I would suggest you to first watch my previous video and make this ear post stud and then proceed further with our hanging triad earring. Then we would be using these 11 These are Preciosa 11 You can also use Miyukis if you don't have Preciosa. Here I'm using these Preciosa 11 in white opaque luster color. Then I'm using the contrasting color, that is this magenta. These are Miyuki Duracoat Galvanized Magenta 11 and these are Miyuki Duracoat Galvanized Magenta 15 Here I'm using this pearl. This is in size 5 mm. You can also use a 4 mm pearl in place of this 5 mm pearl. Then I would be using these 3 mm pearls in white color and this cup chain of size 2 mm, or you can say size 6 SS. Here I'm using this in crystal color, and we would need 26 cups in our chain. So here I have already cut this chain with 26 cups in it, and here I'll be working with Hana thread and size 12 beading needle. So let's get started. Friends, in our hanging triad earring, we have two components. The first one is the ear poster that I have shown you in my previous video, and the second one is this triangle that I have made using cross stitch. So here you can make this ear poster with the help of my previous video, and now we are going to make this triangle with cross stitch. So for this I have picked up 4 11 as we would be using cross stitch here. So we will start making it with this set of 4 11 and now I'm bringing them down towards the end of my thread, and here I'm tying a double knot like this, and now after tying this knot I'm going to pass through all these 4 beads, 4 11 pulling in this tail very gently in between these 4 11 like this, and into the first 11 like this, and now I'm picking up 3 11 white, and I'll be passing through this 11 Again, you can see I have these 4 11 For making our claw triangle, we are first going to make our first component for our claw chain, and for making our first claw component, we are going to make 3 raw or right angle weave component chain. So here you can see I have made 2 components, and now I'm going to make the third one, third raw component. So here again I'm picking up 3 11 and passing through the one through which I'm exiting right now. Here again I have these 4 11 and here you can see I have made these 3 raw component chain, 1 2 3. Now you all know that a cube has 6 walls. So here for making our first claw component, that is cubic right angle weave component, we are going to make a cube with these raw or right angle weave components. So we are going to make 4 walls with these components. So here I have made 3 components. It means I have made 1 2 3 walls. Now I'm going to make the fourth wall by joining the end of this chain, the 2 ends of this chain. So here you can see right now I'm exiting through this 11 and I'm bringing the 2 ends together like this, and now I'm picking up 1 11 and I'm passing through the 11 at the other end like this. Now again picking up 1 11 and passing through the 11 this one, the first 11 and here this is our fourth wall for our first claw component. And now we have made this fourth wall by joining the 2 ends of the 3 raw component chain, and now the fifth one would be on this side on the top of this component, and sixth wall would be at the bottom of this component. So here after joining the 2 ends, right now I'm exiting through this 11 now moving up through this 11. Here you can see the 4 11. Now we are going to join them like this, passing through all these 4 11 like this. So here this is our fifth wall, or you can see the bottom, and now you can see I'm exiting through this 11 and now I'm going down, and now I will be going down through this 11 into these 4 11. Now I'm going to join all these 4 11, and this will make the sixth wall for our component, first claw component. Of these 4 11 like this. So here you can see we have completed our first claw component, and as I'm exiting through this 11O, and this raw component, the last one, will make the base for our next raw component. So in our next, that is our second raw component, we are going to make only 5 walls because we already have this sixth wall. So we have the base, we are going to make 4 walls on all the 4 11Os and then join the top 4 11Os of all the 4 walls. Let us see how we are going to do this. Right now I'm exiting through this 11O. Now I'm picking up 3 11Os as I already have this fourth one. So here I have created one wall on this 11O, passing into the second 11O of the bottom. Now I'm picking up only 2 11Os. As you can see, I have 1, 2, 2 11Os already for my next wall. So here, passing through these 2 11Os like this. So here I have created the second wall. Now passing through the third 11O. And again I'm picking up 2 11Os as I already have 1 and 2. So here like this. So here I have made 3 walls and into the fourth 11O. Now for this fourth wall you can see I have this 1, 2 and 3 11Os already. Here for this fourth wall you can see I have 1, 2, 3 11Os. So I am stepping up into this 11O, and now I'm going to pick up only one 11O and pass through this 11O like this. So here my fourth wall is ready, and now going down to this 11O, moving up, and now you can see we have these 4 11Os on the top, and now we are going to join all the 4 11Os. So this is our fifth wall, or you can see this is our top. And here this is the top of our second raw component, and we are going to make another component on the top of it. So this top of second component will become the base for our third raw component. So again we have 4 11Os at the base here. Now we are going to make 4 walls on the top of all these 4 11Os. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 walls, and fifth would be the one which will join the top 11Os of all the 4 walls. So here again we are going to make the walls. So picking up 3 11Os, fourth is already here. So we have made the first wall. Now moving into the second 11O of the base. You can see for the second wall we have 1, 2 11Os. So I'm picking up only 2 11Os and passing through these 2 11Os like this. So we have made the second wall. Now into the third 11O at the base, picking up 2 11Os once again, as we have two already here, and passing through these two 11 rows like this. So here we have created the third wall, and now moving into the fourth 11 row at the base. And for this fourth wall, you can see we have 1, 2, 3 11 rows already. So we are going to pick up only one 11 row for the fourth wall and pass through all these three 11 rows. And here we have made the fourth wall, and now we will step up into the 11 row at the top and pass through all the four 11 rows on the top, and this is the fifth wall for my third crow component, the top of my third crow component. And now it will make the base for my next crow component. Here you can see a chain with crow components, and once again I'll show you the crow component chain, my fourth crow component that I will be making on the top of this piece. Again I am picking up three 11 rows. Here for the first wall we have to pick up three 11 rows, then for second and third only two 11 rows, and for the fourth only one 11 row. So I'm making the first wall, so I have picked up three 11 rows. For making the second wall I'm picking up two 11 rows. So this is my second wall. For making the third wall, I'm picking up two 11 rows and passing through these two 11 rows. And for making the fourth wall, we have three 11 rows already. So just stepping up and picking up only one 11 row and passing through all these three 11 rows, stepping up into the 11 rows on the top and passing through all the four 11 rows on the top, and thus making the base for our next crow component. Now here you can see we have made 1, 2, 3, 4 components in our chain, our crow chain, and for making our triad we need 24 crow components in our chain. So here we have already made 4 components. We'll be making 20 more and come back. So friends, here I have completed this chain with 24 crow components. Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So here I have my chain with 24 crow component. So here is our chain, and now we are going to join the two ends of our chain. We have to be very careful that all our beads fall in the same line. As you can see, it does. We have to be very careful that it doesn't get flipped here. And now we are going to join the two ends to make a triangle. You can see right now I'm exiting through this 11 O, and now I'm going to pick up two 11 O's and pass through the 11 O on the top, on the top of the other side like this, and into the first 11 O, this one like this. Again, stepping up into the first 11 out of the two that I added on the top. Now pick up one 11 and pass through the next 11 like this, going down through this 11, again picking up one 11 and moving up through this 11 like this. So here we have joined, and now we're going towards the back side through this 11 on this side, and now with our component here, our chain here, and down through this 11 like this. You can see right now I'm exiting through this 11 which is on the front side of this side of the chain, and now into the 11 on the front here, and again picking up two 11s, going down through the 11 on the other side, moving up into the 11 on this side like this, and stepping up into the first 11 out of the two that I added on the top, picking up one 11, going down through the second 11 like this, into the 11 at the bottom here, picking up one 11, again moving up like this, now up into the 11 and stepping up into the 11 on the top. Now here you can see I'm passing through the 11 that I added on the top at the back side like this, and into the 11 on the front side, joining the two 11s that we have added on the top here like this. So here you can see that we have just now created the teardrop shape, and now we are going to make a triangle with it. So for this, now as you can see right now I'm exiting through this 11, now moving down to this one into this 11 at the bottom, into the 11 that we added at the bottom here, like this, and now into the next 11 here. You can see this. So here on the inner side of the top here we have 1, 2, 3 11s together, and now this was the 11 that we added while joining the two ends, and now I have passed through this next 11, and now I'm going to add 11 magenta here. So I'm picking up one 11 magenta and pass through this next 11 like this, Again picking up one 11 magenta and passing through this next 11. Again picking up one 11 magenta and passing through this next 11 white. Here I'm going to add 5 11s. So I have added 3. So this is my fourth 11 and fifth 11 here. And now I'm picking up one 15 magenta and passing through the next 11. Now, after adding these 6 beads, I will skip 2 beads here. So I will be passing through this 11 white and the next 11 white together. Passing through the two 11 whites like this. And now I'm going to add 3 11 magenta. So I'm picking up one 11 magenta, adding my first 11 magenta at the bottom, second 11 magenta, third 11 magenta, and now I'm picking up one 15 magenta. Now again I'm adding 3 11s. So I'm picking up my first 11, second 11, and third 11 magenta like this. Now again I'm going to skip the beads here. So I have to skip the space for 2 beads. So I will be passing through the next two 11 whites. And now picking up one 15 magenta and passing through this next 11 white. And now I'm going to add 5 11 magenta. So this is my first 11 magenta, second 11 magenta, third 11 magenta, fourth 11 magenta, and fifth 11 magenta like this, and into the two 11 whites like this. So you can see the shape. And now after exiting through this 11 white, moving through this 11, through this 11. Now I'm moving towards the back side and into this 11. So here again we are going to add these 11s and 15 magenta, and right now I'm exiting through this 11 white, and here I have these three 11 white on the top. You can see I'm passing through all these three, and after passing through all these three 11 white on the top, now I'm going to add my 11 and 15 magenta as we have done at the back side. So we will be starting with 11 magenta like this, and proceed as we have done on the other side, and we will be completing this and come back. Now here you can see I have added all my beads, and now I'm adding my last Lino magenta, and here I have added all my 11os and 15os as we have done on the back side. You can see from both the sides. And now as we have reached almost the end of the thread, so let us just tie a knot and add another one. So here I'm passing through these 11os, 11o whites into the 11o magenta, and the next 11o white into the 11o white. Now I'm tying a knot here, a double knot, into the 11o, into the 11o white, into these, into this 11o white, and into the 11o white, and passing through a couple of 11os. And now we can cut the thread off. And now we are going to add another thread to our triangle. Now as we have taken another thread on our needle, and now we are going to add a thread, this new thread, to our component or our earring, and here passing through these two 11os, then through this third 11o, and here you can see I'm passing through the thread in between these two white 11os, and I'm tying a knot here, once again passing through through this thread in between the 11os, and now moving into the 11o, into this 11o, into this 11o, and into these four 11os, 11o white and 11o magenta. Like this, we have added the thread, and now we can cut the tail off very carefully. And now, as you can see right now, I'm exiting through this 11o magenta, and now I'm going to pick up one 15o magenta, one 3 mm pearl, one 15o magenta, one 3 mm pearl, one 15o magenta, and one 4 mm or 5 mm pearl, and again one 15o magenta. So here you can see I picked up the set of these beads, one 15o magenta, one 3 mm pearl, one 15o, one 3 mm pearl, one 15o, one 5 mm pearl. You can also use 4 mm pearl, and one 15o magenta. And now I will pass through this 15o magenta that we have added at the bottom, like this. Now pick up one 15o magenta, moving up through this 5 mm pearl, like this. Again picking up 115 of magenta, 13 pearl, 115 of magenta, 13 pearl, and 115 of magenta. So I have picked up the set of these 5 beads, 115 of 3 pearl, 115 of 13 pearl, and 115 of, and now I'm going to pass through this 11 on the other side, like this. Now into this 11 white, into this 11 white, into these two 11 whites. We are moving on the other side into the 11 O's, these two white 11 O's, into the 11 white and into the 11 magenta, like this. Now I'm going to pick up 115 magenta. So after exiting through this 11 magenta, I have picked up 115 magenta, and I'm going to pass through the pearls and 15 O's and this 5 pearl. So after picking up this 15 I have passed through 3 pearl, 15 3 pearl, 15 and the 5 pearl. Now again picking up 115, passing through this 15 at the bottom here, picking up 115, moving up through this 5 pearl and into these 15 and the pearls, this 15 3 pearl, 15 and 3 pearl. After exiting through the 3 pearl, again I am picking up 115 magenta and into the 11 magenta, like this. So here you can see we have added these inner component here, and right now I'm exiting through this 11 magenta and now into the 11 white, into the 11 white and into this 11 white. So here we have reached this 11 white, and you can see right now I'm exiting through this 11 white, and now we are going to add our cup chain on the top of it. So here is our cup chain, and we're going to place it on the top of this. You can see right now I'm exiting through this 11 we have to place our cup chain like this, and I'm passing through this middle gap, the space in between these two cup chain, and again into the 11 underneath, like this. My cup chain just slipped out of the loop, and again I'm putting it in like this. Very carefully we have to add the cup chain. You may also face the same thing. So here we have to place it very carefully. Placing the thread over it, we have to hold the thread and then pull it like this. So here we have attached the first cup of our cup chain, and Right now, you can see I'm exiting through this 11 and now moving on to the next through this 11 white. Now, here we added our cup chain to this 11 and now after passing through this 11, now I will be moving into this one, the second 11. Now again, I'm placing my cup chain over this 11 and the thread over it like this and passing through the 11 white underneath like this into the next 11 and again into this 11 underneath. Now place the cup chain over it and the thread and again passing through the 11 very carefully into the next 11 from here through this 11 place the cup chain and the thread over it and into the cup chain underneath very carefully add the thread like this. So this way we are going to add this cup chain throughout this triangle till we reach at the end here. Now here you can see that I have added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cups and here I have reached this portion, the turn of this triangle and now I'll just show you how to add the cup chain on this one. So here you can see right now I'm exiting through this 11. So I'm going to pass through this single 11 white into this 11 and now I'm going to place the cup chain over it and the thread on the cup chain and pass through this 11 underneath very carefully like this. Now into this next 11 and down through this 11, the next one you can see I'm exiting through the space in between these two 11s. Now place the thread over the cup chain and again into the 11 over the thread and like this into the next 11 here and then up through this 11 like this. Place the cup chain and the thread over it and pass through the thread, thus bead the 11 underneath like this. So here we have added the cup chain on this corner of the triangle and we would be adding this on the other corner in the same way. So here you can see I have added my cup chain and now I have reached the last two cups of this chain. So I'm adding these two, passing through the 11 underneath, like this, through this 11, and here. You can see I'm going down through this 11, the one that we have used to join the two ends. Like this, and placing the cup over it. I'm going to pass through, placing the cup of my cup chain, and then the thread over it, like this, passing through the 11 underneath, like this. Here you can see right now I'm exiting through this 11 now, going through this one, and into the other one, the first 11 to which we added the cup chain, like this, and now up through these two 11 down through this 11 white, and now I'm going to pick up one 11 magenta, bring it down, and here I'm going to place it here in the space below these two cups, the first and the last cups of this chain, and going up through these two 11 once again, like this. We have to place this 11 and now down through this 11 white, like this. So here you can see the look. After exiting through this 11, now I'm going to add 11 magenta on the outer edge. So here I have picked up an 11 magenta and I'm going to pass through this 11 white. Again picking up one 11 magenta, I'm going to pass through this next 11 white. Again picking up one 11 magenta, pass through this next 11 white, and this way I'm going to add these 11 magenta. You can see the look, and I'm going to add these 11 magenta on this outer edge till I reach this 11 here on the other side. Now here you can see I have reached this 11 and now again I have picked up an 11 magenta and I'm passing through this 11 Again picking up one 11 magenta and passing through these two 11 and into the 11 on the top here, down through this 11, and again I'm going to add 11 magenta on the back side. You can also add the same color 11 on the back side if you want, as I have done in this topaz earring. I have added the same color 11 at the back, but if you want, if you like this contrasting color at the back, you can add the contrasting color, otherwise the same color. So here I'm adding the contrasting color, that is the 11 magenta, like this. Again picking up one 11 magenta and into the next 11 white, picking up one 11 magenta and into the next 11 white, and this way I'll be adding these 11 magenta all through this triangle, the outer edge of this triangle, till I reach this last 11 here. So here I have reached the end, and now I'm adding my last 11 magenta here, like this, into these two 11 white and the 11 magenta, into this 11 white, up through the 11 magenta, and now I'm going to pick up 3 15 magenta, 1 11 magenta, and 3 15 magenta. So here I have picked up these 7 beads, 3 15, 1 11, and 3 15, and I'm going to pass through this 11 magenta, the first one, on the other side, like this, and into this 11 white, up through the 11 magenta on this side. Now I'm picking up 3 15 magenta and pass through this 11 magenta that we added with the first set. Again picking up 3 15 magenta and into the 11 magenta on the other side, like this. Now again I'm going down through this 11 white, stepping up into the 11 magenta, the 3 15, and into the 11 magenta on the top here. This is the look of a triangle, and now I'm going to pick up 3 15 magenta, 1 3 pearl, and 3 15 magenta. Now we are going to add this triad to our ear post. So for this I have picked up these 7 beads. So here are our 7 beads, 3 15, 1 3 pearl, and 3 15. And now I'm going to pass through this 11 magenta, like this, moving up through these 3 15 into the 3 pearl. Now picking up 3 15 magenta and bringing them down. And now I'm going to pick up my pearl stud which I'm using as ear post here. And here you can see we have two 11 of white, one 11 of white and two 11 of white. So I'm going to pass through this single 11 of white here like this, and pick up 315 of magenta and pass through the 3 pearl like this. We have to keep our thread nice and tight here. Stepping up into the 350 nose. Keep your thread nice and tight into the 11 O. This down through the 15 nose into the 350 nose that we added at the bottom here on this side. Now skip the 11 O and pass through the next 350 nose on the other side, up through these 350 nose on this side, came down. Now we have to skip this white 11 O and go down through these 15 O's on this side like this. Okay, down through these 3 15 O's like this, and now into the 11 O, down through the 15 O's at the back, into the 11 O magenta and 11 O white, and the next 11 O magenta, into the 11 O white at the back here, and here we are going to tie a knot again, one more knot here, into the 11 O magenta and the 11 O white, into the 11 O white here, the 11 O white, passing through a couple of 11 O whites, and now you can cut our thread off. So friends, here we have completed our hanging triad earring in white and pink color. You can see how beautiful it looks, and this pearl stud just enhances the beauty of this earring. So I will suggest you to please make this pearl stud first and attach it to your dangler It will definitely look very, very beautiful. So here we have completed this earring in white color, and let us just go through the other colorways that I have shown you in the beginning of the video. So this one I have made in teal green color with cream color pearls, and the other one here I have made these in Miyukis in topaz color, and this one is in ruby red color with green contrast. So friends, I hope you would love and definitely enjoy making these earrings. These are very easy to make. Even our beginner friend would love making these beautiful hanging triad earring. So friends, if you like my designs and my tutorials, please do subscribe to my channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you may get notified when I'll upload my next video. Thank you and namaste.